Hey, welcome in, cronies, to the Man Child Chronicles Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan, here with my three best friends, John, Michael, and Jay. And tonight, we're going to play Movie Matinee Challenge and do the Great 8 of my favorite leftover foods. I'm excited to talk about some food, baby.
I don't know why, but we can always talk about food, and we can go on for a very long time talking about the best foods.
We can. But first, let's play Movie Matinee Challenge.
Now, here is a motion picture film. Now we have the important parts of a projector.
All right, I'm gonna kick it over to John and let him explain this game because he is the genius that came up with it. I was just told to bring some stuff to the podcast.
So I had this idea that, physical demand media isn't as popular as it used to be. So owning DVDs, Blu-Rays, VHS tapes, it's almost like a unique collector's type of art now. And I still have 2 totes full in my garage of DVDs and Blu-Rays. And I said, maybe it'd be fun if we grabbed like 10 random movies. We brought it in. Somebody list off some challenges for us. And we tried to just compete with the random movies we grabbed from our collection. And after I shot that idea, normally when I shoot out an idea, it takes 6 months to get into fruition.
And then I come up with the idea, and then we
surprisingly, this one was only a couple weeks in, and it already made the list of what we should do on the show. So I know it's going to go over great. And then after a week of us having this discussion, this is what's going to happen. Michael chimes in and goes, I don't think I own any DVDs or anything. So, Michael, I'll let you take over now and let us know how you made the game go.
All right. Welcome to Movie Matinee Challenge. I'm your host, Michael, excited to be here with you today. We're going to go through a series of challenges to have some fun with our physical DVDs. Here's how the game's going to work, gentlemen. I'm going to ask you to pick a certain number of DVDs before the challenge is recommended. Ooh. I may also change the rules halfway through the game. We'll see how it goes. This is the first time we're playing it. If you win the round, you will be awarded a point. The person with the most points at the end of the challenges will be the winner. All right. Gentlemen, I need you each to pick 3 movies. And set the rest aside. 3 movies and set the rest aside. No cheating, no cheating, no cheating.
Do we have a hint, like what the next 3 questions are going to be about?
Nope.
I'm ready. I just looked at the movies I got. Should be very interesting.
I'm ready.
All right. Jay, hurry up.
I'm ready. Got my 3.
All right. By only saying the titles, no descriptions, no anything, tell us what movies you have, starting with Ryan.
All 3 movies?
Yes.
Just telling you the titles.
Just telling me the titles.
Okay. Tron.
I'm super confused.
And hold them up.
Mamma Mia. Vacation.
Tron, Mamma Mia, Vacation. John, what do you got?
I got The Love Guru.
Nice.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Nice.
And Land of the Lost.
Interesting. Okay. Jay?
My 3 movies. Got some bangers here. Inkheart. Hitch.
Okay.
And Warrior.
Okay. Challenge number 1. Which movie is the closest to 0% on Rotten Tomatoes?
Okay.
Out of all 3, we have to pick ours or just which one we think is 0 on our list?
From our 3.
From our 3?
Right.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
the winner will get a point by whosever movie is closest to 0.
I'm going to say the Love Guru, Mike. Locking in the
Man.
Love Guru.
John's gonna win this one, but Vacation.
Okay. Let's check Vacation first. Vacation comes in at a 27% on the tomato meter.
That's nice.
But I know the Love Guru's at like 1%. No one liked that movie.
Inkheart is at 39%.
Thank you,
baby.
Inkheart. Thank you, Brendan Fraser.
Come on, Mike Myers.
Come on, I hope that made a trend later on in life. Come on, Love Guru.
The Love Guru. 13% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes!
John clinches the first point.
I just
John,
don't
you
even
really
know
know how to waste your money. Good job.
All right, gentlemen, pick another 3 movies. You may keep what you have. You may change out one for another. You may do anything you like. You just must have 3 movies.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is time. Okay. Starting with Ryan, quickly run through the names of your movies.
Okay, we got Not Another Teen Movie.
Oof.
We got Hardball.
Nice.
And the classic Captain Ron.
Captain Ron.
John?
I left in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Land of the Lost, and I substituted out the Love Guru for Avengers Endgame.
Okay.
Jesus.
All right.
Don't be a high score this
And
time.
All right,
Jay?
I changed them all out. I've got When Harry Met Sally.
Nice.
Okay.
I have It's Complicated.
Ugh.
And I love that movie. And I have Skyfall.
Old people
Interesting.
doing it? Gross.
All right.
Dude,
we're gonna
Alec
have
Baldwin
to.
and Meryl Streep are fantastic in that movie.
We're gonna
and
have
Steve
to
Martin.
go by
I guess he
the
didn't shoot
honor
anybody.
system. We're gonna have to go by the honor system for this challenge, so we can quickly get to the end result.
Okay.
Now, you need to tally the tomato meter of each one of your movies, and the cumulative highest score between the 3 will be the winner.
Do we even
John
have to
has
do this?
John has 2
don't
major
have
ones.
a prayer.
Do it. We need to know the number. One movie could make or break it.
Yep.
I should have known you were going to go.
And John kept Land of the Lost.
Oh, he
Should've known
did,
you were-
didn't he?
I should have known you were going to go to the.
Yeah, we're doing
Highest
critics,
one.
correct, right?
No, we're doing yes, the critic score tomato meter.
God dang you, Will Ferrell.
Gosh dang, that movie was not as high as I thought it was going to be.
Oof. Oh.
This segment is brought to you by Toasty Cheez-Its.
There's
For
a
that
chance.
extra little toast in your mouth.
There's a chance all 3 of mine aren't as high as Avengers Endgame.
Added up, a cumulative.
Did you even make 100%, Ryan?
Oh, we'll find out. We'll find out.
Oh, are we just going to add all the numbers together?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
what he
you
said.
add the
About-
3 critic scores together.
That's what he said about
I was
3
going to
different
add them all
times.
up and then divide them by 3 to get the average.
Nobody said to do that.
Don't show
Nobody
off.
said to do that.
Nobody said to show off. We're not doing.
Gee, I
we're
know
not doing. Nobody said there was going to be math involved today.
I'm so excited. Okay, I'm ready.
All right.
I think I got this.
I mean, I
Ryan.
can tell you. Okay, you want me to go first? All right. I have a total score of, if this was its own movie, it would be one of the better movies out there. I have a total score of 98.
What was the individual scores?
I don't
Okay.
remember. I didn't. There was a
He
31
didn't know we were
and
doing
a-
math today.
There was a 31 and a 28. I can't remember the other one.
All right, Jay, what's your score?
All right. First off, It's Complicated was 59%, which was a lot lower than I thought it was going to be. Skyfall was a 92%. When Harry Met Sally was a 91%, for a total score of 242%.
Did that beat me?
John?
A little bit.
Spider-Man was a 97%. Avengers Endgame was a 94%.
What tanked you?
Land of the Lost, 26%. For a total score of 217%.
Jay is awarded the points for challenge number 2.
This game is rigged.
All right. Pick 3 new movies.
Okay.
Ryan, tell us your movies.
All right, I got Spies Like Us. I have
So old.
Blade 2. And I have Air Force One in the original package. So.
It's like my grandpa's movie collection.
John?
Ryan, you look like you literally walked through the $5 bins. Oh my gosh, this was such a good movie.
I got Argo, Ben Affleck's Argo. I got No Country for Old Men.
Oh wow.
And then the classic Grown Ups.
Nice.
This challenge will be the last one
Did
that...
Jay say his 3?
Oh, I'm sorry. Jay.
I've got True Grit. I've got Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Is that the Kevin
The
Costner
Alan-
one?
Yes, with Alan Rickman and Christian Slater
Oh,
and Morgan Freeman.
This is Alan Rickman.
Why would you trigger him?
Why would you
You could have
trigger
just
that?
said Morgan Freeman and Kevin Costner. We all would have known.
And then I also have a classic from Mr. Tim Allen, Joe Somebody.
That's a good movie.
Hey, my sister was an extra
All right.
in that movie. Yes.
All right. This is the last challenge that you don't know the challenge before you pick the movies.
Okay.
So I did adjust the one that was given a little bit, but you now have to look up your 3 movies, and Price is Right style. You have to be as close to 150% without going over.
Oh, I'm out.
What? What do you mean? Oh, the Rotten Tomatoes score?
Yes, your 3 movies have to add up
Oh, I'm
to
gonna
the
be close.
closest to 150% without going over.
I'm gonna be close on
Come
this one.
on, Grown Ups.
Oh, no. God, Air Force One is high. Son of a gun. What a good movie. I need to open that up. Blade 2 will bring me
I'm
down.
out.
Oh, man. That was higher than I thought. What's this last one I got? Oh, no. There's no way. You sure you want to go Price is Right style? Because we all might lose this one.
That's all right. That's part of the game.
Oh, dude. Oh, man.
You should have picked your last 3. Should have
All
just
right.
kept your last 3, Ryan.
All right, are we ready?
I'm ready.
Ryan, go ahead.
168.
Oh, so close. All right, Jay, what about you?
Oh no! True Grit did me in. 167%.
Wow, John?
Oh, I'm sure he's
I'm way over. I'm at 199. Just these
All right.
2 movies alone. But this one was 10%. So
That was what? Travesty. That's a good movie.
Dude,
All right.
I thought I had it. Prince of Thieves was 51. Joe Somebody was 21. And then True Grit with a 95 just took it
Wow.
way too high.
All right. No points awarded that round. The scoreboard currently sits John 1, Jay 1, Ryan 0. All right, for the next challenge, you must pick 3 movies for the best guys' night, and I will decide which is the best. 3 movies.
Good movies for that.
For the perfect guys' night. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ryan. Ryan, go ahead.
You're going to go with me? Okay, here we go. Guys' night. We got some comedy. Not another teen movie. We got some action, Air Force One. And we got a great Western, Young Guns.
Nice.
Good job, Ryan.
I meant like a perfect guys' night of this generation.
Oh, dude. I would love that guy's night. Those
All right,
movies hold
John,
up.
how about you?
All right, Mike. We're going to start the night off with a little grittiness and No Country for Old Men. We're going to set the tone. Then we're going to need to take a break. And we're going to lighten it up with grown-ups. Get a little bit of comedy in.
Okay.
And then, to end it, we're going to end it with the best movie that ended it all, Avengers Endgame.
Okay.
That's a long night.
That's a long night. All right, Jay, what do you got?
All right. So we're going to start it off, get our blood pumping. We're going to watch a little Warrior. We're going to be excited. Then we'll add in some comedy and we'll watch Joe Somebody. And just so we can be stupid and laugh. And then we'll watch the best Bond movie ever made, Skyfall.
All right, everybody hold up your movies so I can make an informed decision.
It'll be pretty easy here. Looking at mine here.
All right.
You probably never even seen these 3, Michael. This should be a great, easy selection for you.
All right. Let me see here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to eliminate Ryan from the contest.
I hate Michael. I really do.
I can say pretty confidently that of these series of movies to have to watch in a singular night, I would have to say with confidence that John is going to take home this point. John.
He is
with
not.
The point.
Here's the problem. Michael is the least guy out of all of us guys. That's the problem in this game.
I should have grabbed my chick flicks.
I should have put Mamma Mia in there. I probably would have won.
He probably would have had a chance.
Next challenge.
Cinematography.
Pick the 3 movies you would use to romance your wife.
Oh, yes.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Ryan, let's start with you. What are your movies?
All right, we're going to start the night off with a little comedy, a little Kurt Russell with the shirt off all night, a little Captain Ron. We're going to go into the next one. We're going to go a movie that she's going to like in Mamma Mia. And then we're going to end with little Keanu Reeves and crying because G-Baby died and I'll have to hold her, Hardball.
What a way to end the night. Jeez, mood killer.
Mood killer. Gotta hold her. She's crying. Gotta comfort her. And I know just what to use to comfort her.
John, go ahead.
I'm going to start the night off with a little adult, sophisticated humor in the movie Sideways. Then we're going to cut over to a little sexy Ben Affleck and Argo. Then we're going to end it off with a little Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. Has all the elements that you need.
I feel like you guys don't know women at all.
If I wanted to romance an 11-year-old, maybe.
I don't have a lot to choose.
You didn't say
Men, let me show you how it's done.
I have to use what I got here.
I have one movie that I have not unveiled yet. You will find my movie number 10 now. I'm gonna start off with we're gonna get the laughs going. We're gonna watch a classic, When Harry Met Sally. We're gonna enjoy Billy Crystal, Meg Ryan, and we're gonna laugh. We're then gonna watch another good comedy that just makes you wanna Hitch. Will Smith's Hitch. There's nothing wrong with watching Will Smith teach Kevin James how to pick up ladies. But this is my 10th movie I brought, and I brought it for just this question. I was really hoping it would come.
I didn't get these questions. Jay got these questions.
I didn't either. I just had to make an assumption. I had to make an assumption. What if they pick ladies' night? And I brought this one, ladies. Number 3, we're going to end it with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. No, I'm not talking Speed. I'm talking The Lake House. And by the end of that movie, she's gonna be so excited and turned on by the movie choices.
Than this? Come on.
Yes, John.
First of all, I didn't know. I thought we were supposed to pick random movies, so I just grabbed 10 out of the box. You just said you specifically picked those because you thought there might be a ladies' night pick.
Oh,
Brian, I went through all my movies and I grabbed 10 random ones.
I went through all of my movies and grabbed 10 random ones.
Well, I mean, I selected 10, but they were just random. I was like, I don't know.
Went
let's
through
just try
every
these.
movie I owned, and I grabbed 10 random ones.
I was just grabbing 10 movies.
You can't say you've gone through every movie and randomly grab 10. That's not how that don't go together. I went to a cardboard box in a garage and grabbed 10 movies out.
Sorry, guys. I thought this through. I'm so happy.
It's Jay, not even close.
What are you talking about? Ain't no wife gonna be awake watching Lake House at the end. There's no action in there. Oh my god!
What are you talking about? I love that movie.
I got comedy. I got
ladies.
chick flick.
Hey,
I got
ladies,
crime.
if you're watching, would you rather watch Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse or any 3 of Jay's romantic comedies? Which one would you rather watch, ladies?
I like the Family Guy bit where they're making fun of the lake house, and it looks like a cartoon Keanu Reeves, and he zips down his pants and puts his wiener in the mailbox.
I never saw that. I'm gonna pass out.
And I'd give up forever to touch you.
Interdimension glory hole. Gotta see what happens.
That's the bad title to the lake house when you're trying to guess like the title of the lake house and you're giving bad titles.
All right, here is the final challenge of today's movie matinee.
Well, I'm not gonna win because Michael doesn't even know any of these movies I put out there.
Ryan, get with the times. You're still holding up VHS, I think. Get with the times.
This was DVDs, bro. Pick 2 movies with the biggest Rotten Tomatoes critic score gap. The largest percentage difference wins. And this should be fairly informed since we've been through a little bit of this already.
What's the score right now, Mike? J2, me 1, Ryan none.
I thought it was 2-2 none.
Oh my lord!
It's
I don't even want
2-2
to play
now.
this. I don't even want to play this game anymore. Next time we play this game, I'm
locked
strategically picking movies like Jay did, so I can win.
Locked in.
Dude, I grabbed pretty 10 obscure movies. Sorry, don't get so upset.
Obscure you with your old movie collection.
No, next time we're going to play this with everybody's entire collections. That'll make it way more fun.
Oh.
Just have a big old bucket of DVDs sitting next to you.
I'd love it.
I have
can
2
bring it
large
in.
totes right now. Still have no room to put them.
All right, Ryan, what is your movies and then your percentage difference?
Well, I really messed up. I took Not Another Teen Movie, which is at 31%. Thought that would be the lowest. I was wrong, I think, because Captain Ron was lower. And then I took one I thought was going to be super high because when it came out, it was like the movie of the year. Every woman wanted to go to it. It was such a acclaimed musical movie, Mamma Mia. 55%.
Yep.
Whoopsies.
Nope.
Whoopsies.
You even looked up Air Force One, and you were like, "Oh, I can't believe how high this is. This is such a good movie."
I literally thought Mamma Mia was going to be in the 90% because that's all anybody talked about that whole year was that damn movie.
What was the percentage difference then?
24%.
That's pretty pathetic.
John.
Beat them, boys.
John, what do you got?
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, 97%.
Oh, man.
Grown Ups 1, 10%, 87% difference.
Wow.
John's going to win it. I've got True Grit at 95%. Joe Somebody at 21% for a 74% difference. John takes the crown.
Please defer from hosting in my place. Thank you. So with that being said and calculating these results, we have learned that John is the winner of this round and with 3 points will take the Movie Matinee Challenge win for this week.
And as the host, this may be the last time we play this game.
Would it be the last time? This is the last time you played this game.
Thank you so much for playing with us today. Now let us adjourn for this commercial break.
Do you seek the attention and validation of your friends, potential lovers, and the general public? Well, I have the perfect solution for you. Official merch from Man Child Chronicles store. With this merch, you will successfully find best friends, lovers, and the admiration of people whose opinions you should not care about. Want to feel loved? Then buy Man Child Chronicles merch today at manchildchronicles.com. Man-Child merch does not actually help people like or love you. Man-Child merch is not responsible for personal or romantic relationships. See store for details. Not responsible for bear attacks.
All right, cronies. Let's get in a little weekly mustard.
The Weekly Mustard! Stories that make life tangy.
All right, the weekly mustard. Mustard. You know, playing these old DVD games, and you guys made me think of old things. And the first time, Jay had texted us earlier this week on how much DVD players used to be, which were in, what was one of them, like $498 or something like that? It was insane.
Yeah. The dumb thing was it was from a picture, and it was from the back of the semi-trailer from the first Fast and Furious movie. Because they broke into the semi-trailer to break into it, and the picture shows Panasonic DVD players and TVs with a VHS player on it. Not even TVs with a DVD player, but with VHS on it. That's what they were trying to steal in the first Fast and Furious.
I remember back in 2001, I got my own apartment. I was actually I got it with my cousin, but moved into this new apartment. Just got my bonus check from my work, and I was so excited because I needed a new TV. And I went and a block away from where I lived was the TV and appliance store in Aberdeen, South Dakota. And I went in there, and they had all these TVs, and this is when flat screens first came out. I'm not talking the flat screens you see in your house. I'm talking the big box TV flat screen. And I went in there and bought, get ready for it, a 32-inch flat screen JVC TV for $475. I thought everybody came to I was so popular. Everybody came to my house to watch football on Sundays because I had the best TV. And I carried that a block. It weighed about 800 pounds. I carried it from there to my apartment, which I was on the third floor. You had to take the steps. It was a good workout. I was in shape back then. And that was a great experience for me. And that was the next TV I bought was the one I have in my bedroom right now, which is a 47-inch JVC LCD TV. So a big gap in between those TVs. But how the TV prices have... You can go in now and buy a 75-inch TV for that price.
Ryan, good job. Good job showing off how old you are.
Yep, I'm very old.
Whatever happened to that TV? Did you have to get rid of it?
I gave it to my sister when she broke up with a boyfriend, and she had nothing. So I gave her that TV. I don't know what she did with it. But it had a great picture on it still when I gave it to her. I know that.
Good for you. It's funny because my kids, the boys, have a TV in their room for their video game system. And that TV, believe it or not, Glavin, is the first TV me and Katie bought when we got married 15 years ago. And it's a 42-inch LG LCD TV. And that bad boy is still going. It has outlived 2 of my other TVs that are my main ones. Those old school TVs, they keep rocking.
They don't make them like they used to.
They don't make them like they used to.
I've never bought a TV that has gone bad yet. Have you guys had TVs that gone bad?
I have
had one.
TVs that my children caused to go bad.
Oh, yeah. My daughter, who wishes she was born when I was born, she wants really bad an old box TV and an old VCR, and that's what she wants in her room instead of the TV she's got.
And the crazy part is, it would probably be more expensive to try to find that than to buy a new TV.
It would be.
The vintage stuff.
We need to make like a vintage add-on kit where you can add it onto a flat screen TV to make it look like an old box TV.
You can buy this vintage add-on if you want.
You can
People
buy
will love
this accessory for your flat screen. To
Well,
bring it
on
flat screen.
that note, I have to say that in my living room right now is also the first TV that my wife and I bought when we got married. It is is it a Sharp? It might be a Sharp. It's Sharp or Panasonic. I can't remember.
You don't see
But
Sharps
it's a
out
flat
there
screen,
anymore.
42-inch, or it might be 48. I can't remember.
Probably 46.
I think yours was 48 because you had a bigger one than me. You had to make sure you did that.
Oh,
Our
that's what she
apartments
said.
were right above you.
You heard it on here first. You heard it on here first, folks. Michael has a bigger
That's
one
right.
than Jay.
That's right. That's right. I had the apartment above him, and he had to show me up. So we went down to his house to watch movies. They had the bigger TV.
So yeah, it's still going strong even with the kids. It's in the main living room right now. So yeah, they don't make them like they used to.
Nice.
Do people buy new TVs like randomly? Do people just go out and buy a new TV because they want a new one? I never have.
I think
Not
they just
because I
want
want
to buy
to.
bigger ones. I think they just
I'm
go
just
out and want to. I know a buddy of mine who just bought a new TV last year because he wanted a bigger TV, and he bought a 75-inch TV, and that was like $400.
I just want to know what to do with my old TV if I went out and bought a new TV.
Put it in the kids' room.
Nah.
Well, then they don't
Drop it
bother
off
you,
at a pawn
John.
shop.
Just turn the TV on.
Just
let
pawn
do-
it and then don't pay anything on it.
Oh my gosh!
Here's
another
another
life
hack with Michael Glavin.
There ain't no way pawn shops give you much money for TVs anymore. You know how many people
It doesn't
probably go in
matter.
there?
They're paying you for you to leave your crap with them. If
That's
they give
true.
you $20, it's a win.
It's a win.
That's true.
Oh, well, for my weekly mustard, I'll tell you what's not a win. So Ryan has been asking our viewers, you guys, who watch us, enjoy our show, to leave us comments, to send us ideas, advice on the TV, or ideas for the show. And this is the latest comment we got.
Or just any comments, because it helps us get more viewership. So your comments help us in the long run. We appreciate it. Good or bad.
That's right.
But go ahead, Jay.
And so we got a comment here. This is from RNC 1666. Super appreciate this. He starts it off. This stuff right here, man. I don't know why in the world somebody would choose to listen to this garbage. I have officially watched your videos twice. Thank you for the watch hours. That would be my first and my last time. I did give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I watched the whole video, just waiting for one iota of, I like that word too, by the way. You spelled it I like it. Just waiting for one iota of something that made sense. Didn't happen. I can only imagine the IQ of people who watch your videos. They're probably higher than ours. I bet it's a slow fade. Wow. Not a fan, fellas, but to each his own.
He must have liked something in that first one he watched to watch it twice, right? He had to have liked something. Had to been whichever one he watched first. He must have been like, I think there's something here. Let's see if they get better. Nope, they
Sure,
sure
we
didn't.
watched the one with Ant-Man's voice. I was like, wow, that guy's got a good voice. I'll watch another one.
Look, we're in the generation where when someone is like, I'm trying to see if I like this show or not. I've watched like 10 1-hour episodes. I still don't know. I'm just going to keep watching. You've put 10 hours into this show and you don't even know if you like it. Anyways, I think he needs to do that. Don't give up after just 2 hours. You got to give us at least 10 hours. If you
Go back and watch the vasectomy episode and tell us we're not on to something.
Come on. Come on. I got snipped for you guys. Come on.
There's been a couple of us that have passed out on this show. Literally passed out, lost consciousness.
We're putting
on
our
the air.
lives on the line every week for you, and this is how you repay us? This is it?
Hey,
Do you realize?
I
Do you
love
realize
the comments,
how
though.
much?
Keep them coming.
Yeah. Do you realize how angry you have to be to type a whole paragraph? Like,
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
ruined
you
that
could just
guy's
click the next
day.
video. You could do whatever.
Mission.
Ruined that guy's
Like
day.
this guy was mad. Like he probably beat his wife when he when he
He
got
might
off.
not. He might not be home. He might not have a wife, Mike. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
He was in his mom's basement, got mad. I'm not offended. It's all good.
All right.
We'll be fine. I just cried. I've only cried twice. And is it really crying? Can God really see you cry if you're in the shower, letting the water splash into your face? Is it technically crying? I don't think so.
Could have been
I
shampoo in your
don't think
eyes.
so.
Could have been
Yeah.
shampoo in your eyes. Who knows?
That's all it was.
Maybe conditioner. I don't know.
That's all it was.
All I really got for Weekly Mustard is last night I was trying to find a movie to watch, and then I noticed this movie called Babylon was on Prime or whatever to watch.
Is that new Margot Robbie?
Yep, Margot Robbie, Brad Pitt, directed by Damien Chazelle, who did Whiplash and La La Land. It's a 3-hour runtime, so I was hesitant to start watching it just based off of that alone.
Yeah, no, not
Let
for
me tell you what the first 10 minutes were like, boys. This gets a little graphic, so if little listeners at home, fast forward here a little bit. Within the first 10 minutes of the movie, they're trying to get a large elephant up a hill, and this elephant defecates all over one of the actors for like
I'm
a
interested.
solid minute straight. Like a solid minute straight. The POV is on the elephant, going all over the man, and then it's all over the camera.
This sounds awesome.
And then we cut to a party at a mansion, a Hollywood party in like the 1920s, and there's cocaine everywhere. There's, women topless everywhere. There's men's genitalia everywhere throughout this whole scene.
Oh my god.
And then we cut to the room of a movie producer who's laying on the ground completely naked, and a woman standing over him, and she goes, "What does my little piggy want?" And he goes, "Butter me up." And then she urinates all over him. This is the first
Sure you watched the right movie, John?
minutes of this movie. And I'm watching it, and I'm going, I love Brad Pitt. I got to keep watching it. And then Brad Pitt gets on the scene. And then I just keep watching it. And then after like the 15-minute mark, it just kept getting more outrageous and crazy. I was like, I can't watch it. And I turned it off. I was like, I can't finish this.
I can't do this.
So anyways.
He said, "Butter me up, baby."
Anyways, if you want to watch a movie, and then somehow during all the party shenanigans, after she buttered him up, then she was dead of an overdose in his room. Like the movie is just completely off the rails, crazy. I don't know. I don't know what the interpretation was for Damien Chazelle to make this movie, but they said, "Here's your carte blanche." He went all out for it, man.
Hey, you just made La La Land and it was really good. What else you got? I've been working on this for quite some time.
You know the movie Singing in the Rain that shows Hollywood going from the transition of the silent film to the talkies? Yeah, I want to tell the real version of that.
How many times did you look over? Because anytime we watch something with my wife and it's something crazy on there like that, I always got to go see what her reaction is. Did you look over at your wife?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was watching her and she was just disturbed too. Like
She
I
didn't
tried
say-
watching the The
She didn't
Johnny
say John.
Knoxville movies.
John, let's pause the movie. Let's go in the bedroom real quick.
No, she did not.
No, it did not elicit that reaction.
I did say to her, "They'll butter me up, baby."
So gross. Oh, it's so gross.
All right.
On that note, anybody else got anything? Michael, you got any more weekly mustard?
I'm just happy to be here with you guys. It's good to
Sure
be
about
here
that?
with you.
Sure.
All right, well, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back with the Grade 8. All right, cronies, let's get into it. The Grade 8.
It's time to play The Great 8. Join the guys as they pick a topic, discuss, debate, then decide the best of the best. Get ready, because here we go.
All right, tonight's Grade 8. We are doing the best leftovers. Your mom or wife cooked them. Not everybody ate them. And you're excited to eat it the next day at work. What do you got? Tonight's draft order. Let's pick it real quick. Jay, pick a number between 1 and 4.
4.
Jay, you got pick number 2. John, pick a number between 1, 2. What'd you pick, Jay? 4. 1, 2, and 3.
1.
You got pick number 1. Michael?
I will take number 3.
And you got pick number 3. I'll get number 4. Let's do it.
Number 8, I'm going to put fried chicken on the board.
And with pick number 7, I will be taking chili off the board.
Number 6, I'm going to go with spaghetti.
Number 5, meatloaf.
Number 4, pizza.
Number 3, Chinese takeout.
Number 2, lutefisk.
And number 1, pie.
Luda.
When I was 13.
I don't think that's very good. That's not very good the first day or the next day. But
Have you ever had lutefisk, Mike?
I have. I can tell you right now.
Number 8, I took fried chicken. There's nothing better than eating hot fried chicken and then putting it in the fridge, and then the cold fried chicken is even better
Absolutely.
the next day.
Dude.
You can have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
It
There's
is
nothing better than
so
cold fried
good.
chicken.
So cold fried chicken is when I eat chicken, I specifically leave the drummies because I cannot wait till the next day to just grab that drummie and walk around and eat it cold. It is so good.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's so good.
Nothing better than cold fried chicken.
Shout out to Lee's Chicken, by the way. We love you.
Oh, man. I have lived in so many different places, and nothing beats Lee's fried chicken. If you are in Jefferson City, Missouri, you are so spoiled and you don't even know it. Go enjoy some fried chicken.
There's
for
really
me.
not a lot of like fried chicken joints. Like you got to find like some one-off places or KFC, and that's it. Like, there's
where
not-
I live right now, we have a grocery store that does Tuesday night chicken deals, and that chicken is the bomb. We get that probably once every couple
Lucky.
months. It is so good.
Lucky.
Speaking of fried chicken and fried like chicken tenders, have you guys had Raising Cane's?
Yeah.
Yep.
I love Raising Cane's.
Chicken fingers, man. They're good.
Yeah.
The sauce makes it the thing, man. It's really good.
All right.
Number 7, I took chili. It's very high on my list as one of the best leftovers. My wife makes the best chili, but she makes this giant pot of it. And so then what does it turn into? The next night, chili dogs. The night after that, chili nachos. I mean, you can just do all these different combinations with leftover chili. I love leftover chili.
You know, my wife always says, "Hey, I'm making chili. How many pounds of meat should I put in there? How many pounds do we got? Make it all.
What do you got, babe? What do you got?
I'll eat it every day. I love
will
chili.
too.
You guys know on Sundays I eat chili dogs every Sunday when I watch football. Love chili dogs. Oh, I love
Football.
the fall and winter. Fall and winter chili. Oh, love it.
There's nothing better than some
I eat
good
a whole
chili now.
when I eat chili when it first makes it. I use a whole sleeve of crackers because I put the chili on my cracker. Oh, it's so good.
There's not a lot of food that you can eat and then
I've never
reform
done
it,
that.
and then it's just as good or even better. But like chili, soup, and stews, those are the top ones that you can reheat. And
Ryan,
still
you're
just be as
telling
good.
me you put the crackers down, then the chili on top of them?
So what I do is I put all the cheese in there. I'll put a little bit of cracker in there just to harden it up a little bit. But I will take my spoon, I will put a glob of it onto a cracker, and then I will eat it. And
Yeah. Okay.
Fantastic. Oh, and I put a little sour cream in there too.
When I lived in the great
Oh, for
state of
sure.
Indiana, I learned that it's a very common thing, which I had not known, to eat peanut butter sandwiches with chili. And I was incredibly skeptical until there was a cookout at church one day, and they had these huge trays of peanut butter sandwiches. And let me tell you, it is incredible. It elevates the chili game like a ton. So the next time you guys have chili coming up here, what I would imagine in the next couple of weeks, make
try it.
peanut butter sandwiches with it because it is incredible.
Just peanut butter, not peanut butter and jelly?
That's correct. Just peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
I'm gonna
Okay.
tell
White
you-
bread or like a certain bread?
Regular bread. Regular bread.
In South Dakota, Minnesota, North Dakota, all those upper northern places. I don't know if you guys did this in Wisconsin, John, or if you heard of it, but chili and the what did I just forget the name of it? The cinnamon rolls, the big swirly cinnamon rolls.
Mhm.
In South Dakota, any cafe you go to will have on the menu chili, and you get this gigantic cinnamon roll with it. It goes together, probably just like your peanut butter. It goes together just great.
I think it's probably because they're assuming like the tomato and maybe the spice in there is really acidic and hot and stuff. And then it's like a sweet thing to like balance it out, I imagine.
I'm sure
But,
it does go well. Yeah.
But yeah, the peanut butter thing I've tried, I can't imagine it's the same with a cinnamon roll. But man, have a cold peanut butter sandwich with your chili; it'll change your life.
Dude, fried chicken leftover and chili leftover. I'm so freaking hungry right now. We got to get this done so I can go eat. I'm so hungry right now. It's unbelievable.
All right, number 6. I said spaghetti. And I don't think we need to camp out on this very long because it's really the same principles as chili in that there's something about when you eat spaghetti the first time, it's good, it's hot, but sometimes the tomato sauce and all the fixings inside of it doesn't congeal with the pasta because, the pasta's so hot, maybe use a little bit of oil or something. And so it's kind of like eating pasta and some meat as separate bites together. But boy, you let that thing sit in the fridge overnight and it becomes one dish and it's just delicious. Throw a little cheese on it the next day, maybe some cream cheese, reheat some garlic bread. Oh man, it's way better the next day.
Oh, why are you yawning? We almost made an episode.
Michael's cute yawn moment.
It's Michael's cute yawn moment. I've said this on this podcast before. I'm going to say it again in case you're a first-time listener. Thanks for joining us. Spaghetti leftovers. What I do, I don't care about the noodles. Throw the noodles away. Get rid of them. Let the kids heat them up, put butter on them. I don't care. I take this giant container of spaghetti meat because I will always make 2 pounds of spaghetti meat so we have leftover. I will heat it up and I will eat it with nacho cheese Doritos. It is so good and it destroys your stomach in about an hour. But my God, that's while you're eating it, it is so good.
Does it destroy your
I don't
stomach?
know why I'm so
Or do
I
you
don't know why I'm
destroy
so
the
fat.
toilet?
Oh, I destroy the toilet. I don't know why I'm fat. I don't get it, but boy, that
So there
spaghetti
was-
meat and
there was
Doritos
one
is so
time-
good.
There was one time I was on break at work and I'm eating nacho cheese Doritos with like the cheese whiz sauce, that comes in the containers, the Frito-Lay containers. I'm just dipping in, going to town on them. This guy walks in, he just sees me, my whole hand's like covered with the cheese sauce, and I'm just like going to town, eating during lunch. And he just was like, you want to know why you're fat or something like that?
Oh my gosh.
All right. Number 5, meatloaf. Meatloaf is so good. Anything with meat, I think, is just good. If you get hamburger and then reheat it, it's just good. But meatloaf,
I always knew Ryan liked meat.
I do. I love meat. I'm
a meat
Now,
guy.
which Meatloaf song is your favorite?
I would do anything for love. No, I won't do that. I love
I
meatloaf.
love that one.
You can reheat meatloaf, or one of my favorites, make a meatloaf sandwich. You take two pieces of bread and you put incredibly way too much mayonnaise on it, and then slap a big old hunk of meatloaf on there. Dude,
It's good.
It is so good. So good. Love me some meatloaf.
Now, this is
good.
one I've seen pop up a lot on a lot of things when I was looking up just like best leftovers on Google. I don't ever remember having meatloaf left over. Like, I devour it all.
That happens sometimes, but like sometimes my wife will make meatloaf and I'm not home, which I always get mad about. Like, why would you make meatloaf when I'm not here to eat it? But meatloaf left over. Sometimes my wife will even make 2 containers of meatloaf, so we have leftover meatloaf. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. She knows.
She knows the man she's married to.
She's doing the Lord's work.
Good job, Jamie.
Number 4, I put in pizza. It's just like fried chicken, nothing better than eating hot pizza, sticking that box in your fridge, and then the next day it's your breakfast, it's your lunch, it's your dinner, it's your midnight snack until you're all
whenever you
done
want
with it. I mean, I think there's been very rare times where I've brought home a pizza box and stuck it in the fridge and I was not satisfied with it the next morning.
Is it just me, or do the toppings pop more when they're leftover?
They pop more. No, you're not wrong.
I mean, the crust isn't. I mean, if you eat the crust at the end, your jaw's gonna hurt. But everything besides the crust is immaculate. My kids won't eat cold pizza. They think I'm crazy when I eat it. I go, you guys don't know what you're missing. Wait till you're 21. You'll learn about cold pizza, and you will like cold pizza.
Yeah.
I do agree, though. The thin crust cold pizza, in my opinion, is better than the thick crust cold pizza.
It is.
Oh no, I like the thick crust better. Interesting. All right.
From an old man perspective, I agree with John. Number 3, I was debating between a couple here. I landed on Chinese takeout. I love eating my Chinese leftovers the next day. I get the beef and broccoli. I've got the deluxe lau mein, deluxe fried rice, the sesame seed chicken. Like, I love that the next day it's cold and it's so good. The flavors just pop.
Now, as long as you don't get the white rice, it is excellent the next day. It tastes almost as good as the first day. But the white rice...
Do I
always
look like a
fried.
guy who gets white rice, Ryan? I'm
Always
just asking.
fried, baby.
Well, for Michael, just so Michael knows, white
same
rice
with,
isn't as good the next day.
Not only is it Chinese, but hibachi. Take home hibachi, warming that up the next day. Oh, that's even good, too.
So good.
All right, Michael, I can't wait to hear your explanation on one of the worst tasting foods initially. Go ahead.
The explanation is it's the inside joke of the food of the show, so that's why I said it. Period. The end.
All right, for anybody that hasn't listened to our lutefisk shows, lutefisk is a fish that Norwegians eat on Christmas Eve. It is terrible tasting. It is not good. There's no taste to it. It is bad texture. So gross. I can't imagine. I couldn't. If you eat leftover
Throwing
lutefisk,
it in a microwave.
I was gonna say, you're that guy at work who puts leftover fish in the microwave and everybody hates you.
Have you ever tried to eat it cold, Ryan, out of curiosity?
Fish cold? No.
Lutefisk cold.
No, I don't like it originally when it comes out. I'm not going to eat it leftover let
No,
alone
I've had
cold.
like fried crappie cold.
I
before,
am
and
going
that's
to
not
take
bad.
a little bit of my time, though, to share something that I'm excited about.
Michael's cute yawn
cute
moment.
It's the Michael Yon moment.
When I was visiting North Carolina, where we'll likely be living soon, I found out that near my office, just about 5 minutes down the road, is a fast food hibachi place. And they have a drive-through. The menu is very similar to any hibachi place you'd go sit down. And when somebody was taking me there, I was like, okay, this is probably, going to be a letdown or something. I get my food, and it is equally as delicious as any hibachi I've ever had. I got the steak with the noodles and the rice, and it's got all the vegetables in it. It was incredible. And it was like $11 for the plate. And I had my food in like a minute. Like, it was crazy fast. And apparently they're not just a one-off place. They've got a couple franchise locations in that area. But I am very excited to be near that hibachi place, hopefully soonish. Because I'm
And Mike just got introduced to Panda Express. Anyways, keep going.
So we're talking hibachi.
So
Stir
what's
fry,
better?
66.
So what's better, fast food Italian at Fazoli's or fast food hibachi at that place?
Fast food hibachi, because it tastes like the real deal.
Oh, I had a really bad Fazoli's experience, John. You brought back some flashbacks. There's a reason
Well,
that,
how about
that closed
this?
down in Jeff
After
City.
Ryan recapped his one, we all share that bad experience.
All right. Number one, I chose pie. It's kind of unconventional because it's not like a meal, but dude, pie is so good. When your wife or mom or grandma makes you pie, you love getting a slice of that every day. And even if there's a little mold on there, you'll scrape it off and eat it because pie it just never gets bad. It is just so good every day. I just love.
Ryan, I also had fruit cobblers written on my list, so I was thinking the same thing you were. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
desserts. Certain desserts are so good left over.
Yep.
You put them in the fridge and just keep eating them. They're just so good. And I love my favorite pie is a banana cream pie. My grandma used to make for me all the time. So good, so good,
So good.
Oh man, I just noticed probably the top one we left off here. It was number 2 on my list. Thanksgiving turkey.
I had that on my
it's
list
on
as
my
well.
list. Yep.
I almost picked that for my last one, but yeah, because you eat. I mean, when you have Thanksgiving at your house and you host it for people, you literally have Thanksgiving dinner for like the next 2 weeks. You go to
So
lunch,
good.
you go to work every day. You know what's in that lunchbox. It's turkey sandwiches. It's some mashed potatoes. It's some green
But
bean
you're not mad
casserole,
about it.
some
I
stuff.
love
No.
it.
Nope. You eat it and you just keep eating it and you keep eating it. And you go in the fridge. Is anybody else eating this leftover Thanksgiving dinner? Because they're making other new meals and all this food is in there still. And you're like, what are you doing?
I want
Thanksgiving-
everyone when I come home to be lethargic because they have eaten so much turkey and they're just so tired. That's what I want.
When I go to someone else's house and they invite us over for Thanksgiving, I always ask them, do you want me to take some of these leftovers home? I always ask them. And usually I get a whole bunch of them and it's fantastic.
Why don't you just bring your Tupperware in? You're just like, by the way, if you have anything left over,
Load it up.
well,
My
put it
wife-
in these balls. I'll bring it home for you.
My wife brings 4 Tupperware containers if we go somewhere for a holiday because she knows I'll bring leftovers home.
You're like filling your plate and then you're filling the leftover containers before people even get a chance to like eat any of the other food.
Nobody's going to have any more of this green bean casserole, are they? Hold on.
I'll go first.
Right. Last time, a couple of us were together, Ryan's going through the line at my dad's funeral. He's like, Mike, I'm so sorry. Mike, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I was just thinking in my head, Like, Ryan must have been so mad at Mike's dad's funeral, not because Mike's dad died, but because he didn't bring his leftover containers.
Yes.
Oh, man. I had no idea, Michael.
Big wasted opportunity.
He came back home. His wife was like, "So how was it?" He's like, "You were right. I should have brought the leftover containers." You were right.
I am pretty sure he took a plate home. He had a 2-hour drive. He had his to-go plate with him.
Oh, man. So good. So good.
So good.
So good.
I don't think I had much else on this list. The only thing else I had on here on my list was 2 things. I had egg salad. I love when my wife makes egg salad for egg salad sandwiches because that lasts
You've only
forever.
got like a 3 or 4 day window on that guy, though.
I will push that window, trust me. And then my mom used to make this thing called hot ham hot dish, was hash browns. And every time when we had ham, there'd be leftover ham. She would cut up the ham and she'd make a hot ham hot dish. It's basically cream of mushroom, hash browns, cheese, and ham. And that stuff was so good for days. I make her make it every time I come home.
The only other notable ones I had down here was also some Mexican leftovers. I don't care if it's quesadillas, fajitas. My wife makes this chicken enchilada burrito with this white queso sauce over the top, and the next day it's one of my favorite meals ever. So yeah, I love that. And then shout out to my wife's potato soup. I know we've brought up soups and stews, but potato soup, you can stretch that for a whole week and a half. I love that stuff.
She put bacon in it?
Oh, of course.
Green onion?
Yes.
Oh, man.
You put
Love
potatoes
potato
in it.
It's so good.
Go on.
Keep going.
All right. Anybody
What
got
if you
anything
turn?
else? Anybody else got? All right. Well, thanks, cronies. Make sure you subscribe to us. Give us some good comments. We appreciate good comments, too. You can leave bad comments. We appreciate good comments.
It's up to
Help
you.
us
I
out.
would appreciate comments. So bad comments. If you want to leave 1,000 bad comments, that works.
You can join the masses on our Patreon and help subscribe to us to make this podcast even better. Until next time, peace. We out of here.
Thanks for joining us today on the Man Child Chronicles. You can find us on your favorite social media platforms at the Man Child Chronicles. Don't forget to join us every Friday for a new episode. That's all for now. See you next time.